Hello, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. Karo here. So, we are going to perform a reading for the rest of 2026. This is a special one. It doesn't matter in which month you are watching this reading, it may or may not resonate. So, please take what resonates and you can leave the rest. So, I'm going to use multiple decks, but especially for this series, we will be using a only major arcana deck, which is the Marcel Tarot. So we are going to see main archetypes, and then I will clarify them with tea leaves to see some tangible real life events. So this is how I formulated this reading series, and hopefully you will enjoy it. So let's go ahead and pick some cards. Okay, so the first message, we have the Strength. I have the Moon, Strength and the Moon, followed by Justice. And I also have a Wheel of Fortune for you. And last but not least, we have the Fool energy. Okay, so this is interesting setup, especially after the Moon. But let's clarify those to see some context together. So I'm now clarifying the Strength. Strength is clarified by the Lobster, financial pinch. So by symbology, as you can see, we have also the similar symbolism in the Moon card. Financial pinch energy, Lobster is clarifying the strength there. The Moon is clarified by the Lily, which is the spiritual love in this deck. Justice is clarified by Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate, it says. And Wheel of Fortune is clarified by Dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. And we also have the Fool. Oh, okay, so there is one more card for you, it seems. It just jumped from the deck. So the Fool is clarified by the Bell, which is the announcement, and also it is clarified by Chairfield. Someone new is entering your life. I would also like to get a guidance from this deck, which is one of my favorites. I usually use it in year ahead readings, but this year I'm going to use for this new series now. So for you, what I have is, we have the phonics. It says, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. We have a quite scorpionic influence here, but let's see how this is gonna fit into your reading. Though I see that this financial pinch energy with Strength and the Moon, I think this is gonna maybe create some blockages for the beginning, but then the story later evolves into something really different. At first, things may feel uncertain to you. Actually, it may feel a bit heavy maybe in the beginning, but yeah, I mean, there is a complete renewal here in the end. Especially when someone new is entering your life. And this is happening in a very unforeseeable way, as we have the Wheel of Fortune there. Now, yes, the situation that you try to handle, whether it's actually a financial situation or job, domestic, career, family, relationships. It starts actually with um, um, this, you are building this resilience, and your situations, like each category needs, I think, an emotional resilience here. It requires emotional resilience. There can be a period where you feel pressure, um, especially around resources, of course, around maybe security or stability. But this is not necessarily a permanent thing, because it is asking you to stay grounded, it's asking you to stay composed. The moon and the lily energy, to me, uh, deep down, I believe there is a connection here, which is like keeping you very motivated, willing to go forward with life in general, regardless of the pressure at the beginning, because this is actually helping you. That faith, that belief is really helping you to navigate this pressure. And also, there is something deeply happening in the emotional level, in the psychic level. Um, Sometimes, a strange feeling, um, maybe a realization, maybe at that point, you feel unclear things towards this thing, but it supports you. You believe deep down this supports you. You feel strong around this feeling. Maybe you are not fully understanding it, but you know that it's there with you. So it's a very nice backup for the strength resilience. Um, so, like, before justice energy, this part of your journey for the rest of 2026 is more about navigating both practical pressure in life and also your emotional depth in the given circumstances, and your belief. Uh, and at this point, I think now, from this moon, we find like the fire suddenly. I think something is going to resurface from this energy. And what is really resurfacing here, um, it's a strong emotion, as it says. And this comes to the surface. Um, you may be like, you may be, you may have this passion, um, or like, how to say, like, you wanna like see a moment of truth in life, like where things super express, like, right, with the justice and the fire, like, I want this truth to burn, um and I want this light to, after the moon, like, to be spreaded, so I can, the fire is also the light. So something here is being expressed, and it's like very strong. uh well, this can be love, this can be a conflict, this can be something that has been building up, but this is like saying, I want this moment of truth. So throughout the year, there can be this moment of truth, which can come from that strong emotions, that passions. It can be love and hate energy too. Um, but this is, to me, um, will be somehow balanced with the justice. So, because it comes from an honest way, so it comes through honesty. Because the fire is also is an energy which really purges. So it purge, and it really cleans, right? Um, yeah, so something here then becomes clear for you in the year. What has been unclear with regards to, um, a financial situation, a material situation, a security situation, relationship, job, or work. Doesn't matter. But there is this moment of truth, it seems. And this is actually where it gets softened. Maybe a friend or someone really close to you is going to be there at that moment. And this person is a support system. Wheel of Fortune is bringing a support system with this close friend, or they're showing up in your life, or circumstances are like maybe this is someone you long time you don't see, or someone you know who is around but haven't reached out, or maybe someone new that you can also become close with. So this person really showing up, this they are really that support system. They represent loyalty, and they are someone close to you. They I think they bring comfort, they bring joy, they bring simple sense of ease during a transitional time, especially after maybe that black and white moment of truth energy. Um, and then what happens? Like things, I think, starting to turn in your favor, Pisces. And this is really beautiful. Um, and here at this part of your reading, I see um, another person, people are filling up your life, another person entering your life. So your development is not just internally, but there is also some external things around people happening. This person entering your life, and it's happening externally. This person may bring new opportunities. They can bring new paths, because a path is also announced here. The Fool is the path itself, that which is raw, which is hasn't been described yet. It's an opportunity. This is also spontaneity in life. Today I had some full moment, and it just went by the way perfect. You know, some full moments turn to be foolish, but archetypal moments can have a big impact on the rest of your life, where that spontaneity actually invites really something greater and very beneficial to your life. And today I had a moment, a full moment, and I met with a person that I almost share the similar language. So it was really nice. I had a lot of assistance from them. And you know, this sometimes removes, maybe not all the pressure, but it removes a lot of pressure and uncertainty from your life. So this full moment with the announcement and also the chair field energy, I think this is going to move some pressure from your life. It can give some emotional clarity. It may turn into support, and then it can go to a new beginning, I think. So we need to take a close look at that, and let me know in the comments if you have a moment like this throughout the year. You can always come back to this reading, Pisces friends. I think it feels very challenging at the beginning, but um, it doesn't just end there. It continues. Um, this fire is very transformative, by the way. Libra people, Leo people can be influential in your life, or Cancer or a Pisces too. You are like walking towards something which will be entering your life. So if you have been waiting for sign to trust this transformation. And again, it doesn't matter in what month you are watching this reading throughout 2026, but this can be really a sign. So I'm happy for you genuinely. And the full energy is so lovely that it really, when we create space and when we hold space in our lives, not necessarily feeling it with something, but when we have that space, something really new enters. So, as a life philosophy, uh, after my 10 years of YouTube career, I think one of the things I really learned in this journey with you guys, with your stories, with also our divination tools, one really needs some space or leave that space empty to be filled. Sometimes we want to feel everything all at once, but actually we cannot breathe in it. So if you are, I think this Wheel of Fortune is opening that space too, by the way, but there is some kind of a something fertile there. I really like this for you. Regardless, though, I want to clarify that justice. Okay, now this is a moment I want to dive deeper into that justice and fire moment. I want to know what is really going on in that justice card. What is that strong emotion, passionate love or hate energy with this fire clarification for justice card? I want to clarify it with some Lenormards. So let's clarify this justice energy. The first message is we have the lady. The second message is we have the birds. And the third message is we have the mice. Mice. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. If someone is like talking behind your back, a woman, and causing things like to be detrimental in your life, this person's what they are actually doing at the background can be revealed, and that energy can be strong, and it can be their like 5 seconds of in their life that their life cinematography is just like passing in front of them. It can be their 5 seconds. And a person um, that you are directly involved, um, or a feminine energy, actually, let's take it also like the feminine energy. They are actually, this person can be important. Uh, in another scenario, there can be some conversations, some communications taking place, some repeated discussions with a person back and forth. But there is some kind of an anxious exchange between you and this person. And this thing you are talking about maybe with them is just more than once. And it is really, let's say, giving a stress, giving a worry, and like draining your energy over time. Uh, and let's say the conversation is not becoming any light, and it creates continuously tension and anxiety. Um, I feel at some point the momentum, which is like being built here, um, something needs to be said very clearly in order to cut this messy chat. And fire, of course, it brings the intensity to the conversation. So it's that boiling point, actually. So some truth really exposed, some the moment of this truth is being expressed. Uh, any feeling, love or frustration, they are all expressed honestly. And of course, it may not be comfortable, but I think this situation was very I mean, maybe it was very draining for you, and it has been already affecting you. But the conversation, I think, that moment of honesty uh, is there to restore the balance. Um, so if something keeps coming up, uh, if it's if it's like if it keeps being discussed, if it keeps creating stress, there you go. This is going to be your moment in the year to address it very clearly. Not to avoid it is the way to go here. Okay? Because this is where the clarity comes in. And also, this is actually allowing your path to move forward. Okay? So, yeah. And I think this is going to release the pressure, and it's going to restore the balance. And it's gonna allow for that new beginning as this new person entering in. Also, there is this person of support there, and maybe this is the moment when, like after crisis, your last card, your oracle card for guidance phonics, it says be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So um that's why, like, the first half is like preparing the crisis, and then the peak point, and then the release and the renewal. I think this is like the algorithm, uh and this is when the phonics energy kicks in. So yeah, it says be prepared. This is very important because you have the pressure first, you have the uncertainty, emotional intensity. It feels unclear, maybe a little heavy at times, but then the peak, and then just this moment, and something is expressed, it becomes clear, and then building into something really different. So, like, crisis, clarity, release, renewal. This can be the 4 words of that. And everything here is to prepare you for the new beginning. Please don't forget that. Uh, it's like your transformation cycle, let's say. Okay. And I think for some reason, what I'm feeling in this reading is, um, I think through the crisis, you are going to gain that your authority voice again, Pisces. Um, and like you regain something back, like a license, your authority in something, your signature in something, your brand in something. You regain that. But first, maybe it's being also transformed, but then you regain it with the moment of truth. So it's an interesting for the rest of 2026. So I hope you enjoy your new series in Solaris Studio with me. If you have a personal question, you can always visit me in my live streams called Karo is Answering Your Tarot Question. There we can also have a one-on-one session too. And yeah, I will speak to you soon. Pisces, take care. Bye bye.